Now we're going to move on to one of the latest ships, and it is the Britannia. It's 15 nights. It's the most incredible ship, but it's the maiden sort of Caribbean season for the ship as well. Now, it was named not that long ago, and we've got a little clip of film which is going to be fabulous. And don't forget, if you are one of the first 10 people to order that bottle of champagne, you see, we've kept back 10 of those sparkling wines that will, for 10 winners, winners, if you have booked the cruise, the first 10 people, you get one of those bottles. How amazing would that be? And also, don't forget the binoculars too. But let's have a little look at the naming ceremony.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Your Grace, distinguished guests, I warmly welcome you to this truly auspicious occasion where the P&O name is once again set to make maritime history.
I name the ship Britannia. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
I think that is one of the best experiences, isn't it, to be at a naming ceremony?
It's amazing. It was one of the best days I've ever been involved in, to be involved in designing what that naming ceremony was going to look like. But then when the Queen got out of the car, it really put a sense of occasion on it, and it was amazing. It feels like a lifetime ago, but it was just March this year.
I was going to say it wasn't. I mean, we've been really excited because it's been coming, and we've been saying about this ship, and it just looks incredible.
And we've been working on it for 4 years, you know, designing the concepts, designing the product, and suddenly to see everybody on board a ship, it's really weird.
And hasn't it got the largest flag?
It has. It's got the largest Union Jack motif anywhere in the world. It's huge. It's beautiful.
It must be so exciting to have watched that sort of grow and be involved in that as well.
It's amazing.
And how exciting will it be to be one of the first sort of people to travel on board?
It really does. I mean, I did actually 3 ship launches with the White Sisters, with Oceania and the original Adonia, and then Arcadia. The maiden season, it's just got this energy that, you know, all of these people that are coming on board and seeing the ship for the first time, you know, this is a really iconic brand, and, you know, if you're at home and you're, you know, a P&O passenger regularly, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the excitement of seeing the new ship, the ship that you're not going to come back just once, but twice, 3 times. The bartenders and all the different... I mean, when I watch some of the videos and the clips that we show here, I recognise the bartenders. I was at sea for 6 years, and that was 10 years ago, and they're still there.
Why is it only the bartenders that is recognised?
Well, we'll talk about this while the VT's in. You know, you said you didn't see Keith very often.
Yes, is he back again? He's back again.
Let's have a look at Keith.
Is that there's an abundance of excellent deck space and oodles of sun loungers to help you worship. In fact, there are 4 main pools to choose from, including the adult-only Serenity Pool, a perfect place to escape to for some downtime while the kids are being looked after elsewhere. There's 13 different bars on board, 4 of which are out on deck, which means you can enjoy the sunshine or the stars as you sip your favourite tipple. The stylish new blue cocktail bar is the perfect place for a dirty martini, or there's Brody's. I love that place, and that's where P&O Cruises have introduced the biggest selection of British beers at sea, with over 70 to choose from, representing 56 different UK counties. The food is headed up by P&O Cruises' iconic food heroes. You can enjoy the taste of India with the Master of Spice Atal Kutcher's fabulous Sindhu restaurant, or savour mouth-watering gala dinner options and menus created by the godfather of UK cooking, Mr. Marco Pierre White. If you really want to spoil yourself, you can also book Eric Landlad's afternoon tea experience, or head to his Market Cafe. It's a French-style patisserie that features fine cheeses, antipasto, charcuterie, tapas and specialty breads. You can enjoy the live music, comedy, cabarets and game shows of the Live Lounge, or sit back for West End style shows in this fabulous new theatre which features a stunning LED backdrop. Strictly fans also won't be disappointed with the elegant wooden floored Crystal Room. It's dedicated to dance and the perfect location to rumba the night away. P&O Cruises have really pushed the boat out when it comes to the accommodation. There's a sumptuous range of boutique offerings to choose from, including well thought out single cabins to these incredible suites designed by Richmond International that come with your own butler. And all the accommodation on board includes flat screen TVs, pamper packs from the White Company and bespoke artwork from British artists.
Wow, the maiden season on board, and what some places we are going to. It is an incredible itinerary as well. So let's see, first of all, we fly from London to Barbados. That just flows off the tongue.
Well, you know what? We're going to come back to Barbados because you get an overnight at the end of this cruise in Barbados. One of the best places. I've got some great bars that I'm going to talk you through. There's a running thing going on. Yeah, and of course, you go into Antigua. Now, of course, Antigua's famed because it's got 365 beaches for the 365 days of the year. There's a beach for every day of the year. Stingray City is a really popular tour here. You've got to go off and do that. And to be honest, it's such a friendly island. Then you go into St Maarten. Now, of course, this has got two influences. You've got the Dutch side and the French side. Apparently, it's famed that there was a Dutchman and a Frenchman. They stood back to back and started walking away from each other. And when they actually then joined again at the other end of the island, that was how they divided the island.
Oh, gosh.
It wasn't quite fair. I think one of them was walking a little bit faster.
I was going to say, I bet if someone's got bigger feet.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound right to me.
But this is going to be dangerous for you sat next to me. The thing is, St Maarten's great for your shopping. So if you do like your jewellery, if you like your electronics, it's great for that. Great, great beaches, but great cafes and restaurants. A lot of the pedestrianised area, it's quite American, so really well, you know, good for facilities. Then from St Maarten, we're going to be going to Tortola. Now, this is one of my favourite islands. Of course, you can go to Virgin Gorda across on a little bit of an excursion. The actual boulders on Virgin Gorda, you just can't believe. You walk through these boulders and they're the size of houses.
Gosh.
Apart from Virgin Gorda, Tortola itself, of course, you can't go to Tortola and not go into Puss's Bar, famous for the painkiller. You're only allowed, they only serve you either one or two of these. Of course, the Puss's Rum was famous with naval history because you used to get your daily tot. I don't think they do it anymore.
No, not allowed anymore.
But when you have a painkiller, they used to give you this lovely old enamelled mug. Two beaches you've got to go to. You've got to go Ken Garden Bay and Long Beach. And a brilliant place to hire a buggy or a jeep to go around the island. Anyway, on from Tortola onto Grand Turk. Again, another great Caribbean island. This is where you can do all your water sports and have just a really nice leisurely day on the beach. Then from Grand Turk, we get in there. I can't believe we're going to St Kitts. Now, St Kitts, one of my favourite islands.
Absolutely.
Really rustic local markets. When you get off into the sort of cruise terminal, it's a little market that you can get all the traditional Caribbean goods. Some great tours as well. Of course, all of these Caribbean islands have got lots of forts from where the Caribbean was fought over by the British and the Spanish and the French. From St Kitts, then we're going to go on to Dominica. And this is just brilliant. You've got to go to the rainforest here. The national park is fantastic. I don't know whether it should still be there. One of the hurricanes that actually hit this region pushed over this tree on top of a school bus. And it was a terrible thing, but the school bus is still there to remind people of the power of nature.
Oh, wow.
And you know the American school buses, the big yellow school buses?
Stand on end.
It quite literally is the size of the school bus, just squashed.
Gosh.
There's some great pools here. You can do your own tours. This is one of the ones where if you get local guides, they do know some of the best places to go.
Right.
Champagne Bay as well is a great place for snorkelling because the bubbles literally come up through the sand whilst you're snorkelling, hence the name Champagne Bay. So that's a great place. I mean, look, by the way, the shot that you can just see there, loads and loads of adverts have been filmed at that location. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see
the colours are amazing.
I know, you
just the greens. And
I was going to say for a shampoo advert, but it's a bit lost on me. Anyway, moving on to St Lucia, the Pitons, and of course you've got to try the local beer, which is Piton. You can go to Pigeon Point, you've got Spinnaker's Bar, which is great. Some of the Sandals resorts are great to go to. Also, again, great shopping. The actual town that you dock in is brilliant. for shopping. And do you know what? I wasn't going to reveal this because it's a little bit of a hidden gem. You've got to go to one place.
Right.
Marigot Bay.
Right.
Now, if you cast your minds back to the original Dr. Dolittle film, Marigot Bay was where Rex Harrison filmed Dr. Dolittle with a great giant pink sea snail. You try saying that after a couple of
so we can visit there. And where are we going to next?
Going to the Spice Island of Grenada, and of course you've got Grand Anne's Beach. This is a fantastic beach, and well, if you want to go and see the cinnamon fields, it's just amazing. One thing to do as well, when you walk around these little islands in Grenada, there's a Royal Mail post box, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. It just looks amazing because it's obviously there, and you see the history of the Caribbean.
Absolutely.
And it's just, you're like, crack, I can't believe it's like in
These
the middle
are
of the Caribbean.
just incredible ports, and then we're ending up in Barbados, and we're going to overnight here on board the ship, which is amazing.
This
Lovely.
is one of the best ways to finish a cruise.
Oh,
Barbados is the home port for a lot of cruise ships, but P&O, I've got a long history, and if you're a P&O cruiser, you'll love this. Of course, because it's at night, you can get out and see the local nightlife.
Yeah.
You've got to go to St Lawrence Gap, you've got the shipping, you've got Harbour Lights. About 10 years ago, it was known by certainly the staff on the ship, the crew members, but now it's, I think it was made in Chelsea, or somebody was filming out there recently.
Yeah, they did it recently.
So there's all these great places that you can go to, and of course, you know, it's great for your water sports.
It's just absolute paradise, isn't it? And that's so much included in this cruise. So many amazing ports to see. You're going to come back so relaxed after this holiday. But let's have a look at what's included, because you really have got such an incredible day. Some really great dates. You have got, of course, those flights from Gatwick, but you can check out as well for Manchester, Birmingham and Glasgow. So do make sure you check if there's a flight nearer to you. It's 14 nights on board, and of course you've got the overnight flying home as well. So it gives you 15 nights away, and it works out. It's under £93 per person per night. Have a look at the prices actually, because all of them incredible, all lower prices than I saw yesterday, so you really have got some really good deals on this. And remember, we always give you that identification number, so the one for this cruise is 77738. So it is remember, the maiden sort of season for the Britannia. How exciting is that going to be able to get on board that ship for the very first time, be one of the very first as well. Now, if you do think, oh, I would like to sort of have a little try of this, there is a little way we could try this.
There is. There's a taste. You can come and visit us in Southampton.
Sounds good to me.
For the day, we'll give you a guided tour of the ship. You'll get a wonderful lunch, and we include that for £25 per person.
When you say a guided tour, are we giving the guided tour?
Well, you never know, because you're really quite good. It's quite good, isn't it? I'm quite impressed, actually.
It could take people's coats.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, be
so only £25 per person. That gives you lunch as well. So if you've never been on a P&O cruise before, this is going to allow you to go down, to get on board the ship, to look round the ship, to have that lovely lunch, to have a taster of the food. And if you do decide, well, actually, yeah, I'm going to book a cruise. If you book a cruise within sort of the next week, you will actually get that £25 back. So that is a great way to see if P&O is right for you, if cruising is perhaps right for you. Perhaps you've never cruised before. I know for my mum, it's one of the most exciting things to go down to Southampton and get on board a ship for the very first time and just see how amazing and huge, how they've got so much on board. But we've got to move on because we've got so much more to show you.